What's up, guys? Had some questions. Make a real quick video about the Sony RX0. So this is Sony's attempt at competing with GoPro. It's a compact, waterproof camera. I don't like a whole lot about it. I wish I hadn't bought it. As many criticisms I had about the Hero 7, there's even more about this. So unfortunately, there really still is no real competition for GoPro. I wish someone would give them some competition so they would stop getting so complacent. So let's just start listing the problems with this camera. So this is the door, right? It's on the back of the camera. You got HDMI, micro USB, not USB-C, external headphone mic, jack, which is cool, and the SD card. The SD card slot is funny. This is the only camera I've ever had you can put the SD card in backwards. So, yep, the color side of it goes out there. Also, this is the door, which is a cool door, except that it falls off really easy. It's got a little tether, but that tether just pops right out. But it is pretty nice seal. I do prefer this door over the Hero 7 door. So there's that. It doesn't have any mounts, like there's no head straps, nothing like that. So you have to put this adapter on it to make your GoPro stuff work. And as you can see from the video, if you want to watch this video, I just posted it earlier today. See how shaky it is? There's no stabilization. And that's something we got really spoiled with the GoPro. But even a GoPro without stabilization doesn't look as shaky. One thing we do like about it, it doesn't have the stupid fisheye, so you can actually tell how steep this hill is. With a GoPro, you couldn't tell. So it has another door, which is right over here. Let me open it for you. It's the battery door. Nothing but the battery in there. Very tiny battery. This is the biggest problem with this camera. Its battery life is abysmal. I'm talking like 40 minutes if you're lucky, 1080p. That's what I got anyways. So I'm really mad because there's no real good camera options for me. All the cameras now are made for basically taking selfies. This is a much better still shot camera than it is a video camera. Let me show you the menus on it. They're also terrible. There's no quick shot mode, so put it in video mode, you actually have to go through here, go through this old school setting thing, like an very old digital camera, set your record mode. You can't quickly go between pictures or videos, yada, yada, yada. Once you get in that mode, you can just turn it on and hit record, start, stop. There's no quick shot, quick capture, nothing similar to that. Basically, if Sony would have copied GoPro more, they'd be a lot better off as far as the screen goes. I do like that there's actual buttons to navigate, although the GoPro touchscreen is much more intuitive, and actually, even though it's tiny touchscreen, it's pretty easy to navigate. I do kind of prefer the buttons, but there's just a ton of extra settings in here that most people aren't going to use realistically. And it's just not easy to navigate. It's not intuitive. It's definitely feels like it's designed by someone who's, I don't know, thinks in a different language or something. It's not an impressive menu. Sony's menus are always terrible on all my Sony cameras I've ever had. But like I said, regular 1/4-inch post in the bottom. It's just like a nut, so you can put it on regular camera tripods and everything. It's pretty compact, pretty dense. You need a good sized floaty to float it. Like I threw it in a pool and it sunk. I have shock tested it and water tested it. It's waterproof, it's tough, it still works, all that's good. It's just not convenient, doesn't have stabilization. It does have a big sensor. It's like you can see it right there, 35 millimeter equivalent or whatever. So it's got a big sensor in it. And the video quality is good, and it doesn't have the oversaturation and stuff like that. But just without stabilization and without all the accessories and the usability and battery life, even the Hero 7's got better battery life than this. It's just not a good camera for the kind of stuff I do and what most people who wear it on their head ATVing do. It was nice to test it, but it's nowhere near it's not a GoPro, and we need something that's like a GoPro. My favorite GoPros are the original Hero Session and the Hero 5 Session. Fortunately, those cameras don't have removable batteries, and they're so old now that the batteries are shot. I bought a brand new Hero 5 Session off Amazon. It came in a few days ago and would not turn on. Then it turned on for a second with a battery error. So those cameras just haven't been produced in so long. They've been sitting on the shelves. They're pretty much shot. I wish GoPro had put the original Session or the Hero 5 Session back into reproduction, because those were excellent cameras with excellent battery life, pretty good microphones. We all loved them. Microphone in this thing seems okay. Its wind filtering is pretty bad. You can also hear it in that video. But yeah, my opinion on this Jeep. So it's not the Rubicon, obviously, so expectations were pretty low. But the back end does flex really well for how little, short and tiny those control arms are and everything. Obviously, could use some longer shocks. The wheels are lifting a lot. But for a bone stock vehicle, the clearance is really good. Even though it's the longer wheelbase Jeep, the four-door, we had very little scrubbing going on, and the way it flexes, it actually keeps itself kind of off the ground almost. But we were really happy with it. If it had some kind of A-track, like something like what Toyota has, I think it has it a little bit, but it's not strong enough to really get the other wheel turning when one wheel's in the air. If it had A-track, this thing would be mind-blowingly good. So, the Rubicon with lockers obviously is great, except for all the problems it has with, being a Jeep. We're happy with the power. Engine sounds terrible. The exhaust system sounds just a terrible exhaust sound. But as far as acceleration and power and gearing goes on stock tires, it's pretty fun. Doors come off easy, that's fun. Roof panels come off easy, that's fun. Yeah, I got full of dust, but whatever. Basically, it was fun, it was cute, but for the kind of stuff we do, you need a Land Cruiser. Yep, but there's a review on the camera and that little stupid Jeep.